Hello everyone, welcome to AVLSI lecture number 32 part 3. Today we are going to focus on finding the CMRR and SNR for a basic differential amplifier. We'll solve a numerical. So let's begin. So we have been given a circuit diagram in figure number 32.3.1. So this is the circuit diagram given to us where you can see both the differential mode input and the common mode signal is given. RSS is implemented with a transistor having a W by L ratio, W by L of SS. ISS is given as 1 milliampere. Then there is a difference in the resistor. There is a resistor mismatch. So let's look into the numerical now. So we assume that W by L of 1 and 2, M1 and M2 is 50 by 0.5 and RD value is 2 kilo ohm given. Now we are saying they have given one statement that suppose RSS represents the output impedance of an NMOS current source with W by L of SS as 50 divided by 0.5. Okay, so what they are saying is your RSS is represented by a current source which is implemented by a transistor whose W by L ratio is 50 divided by 0.5. And the input signal consists of 10 millivolt peak to peak. And the input differential mode signal. Input common mode signal is 1.5 volt DC plus noise voltage, where noise voltage denotes the noise with 100 millivolt peak to peak amplitude. And they have given delta R upon R, delta RD upon RD as 0.5%. They have given this ratio, and some NMOS parameters are given, which are common for both M1 and M2. So M1 and M2 are exactly matched, having VTH as 0.7. Lambda N is equal to 0.1. Mu and Cox is 134.225 microampere per volt square. So what we have to find out? We have to calculate the output, differential signal to noise ratio, that is SNR, and we have to calculate the CMRR. Now, looking at the circuit, what is the type of mismatch it is used? They are using the resistor mismatch. So we have to note down the CMRR formula for a resistor mismatch, SNR formula, then ACMDM, ADMDM formulas, everything we have to write it down. So let's start. So due to resistor mismatch, we have discussed this before. Voltage gain due to differential input will be ADMDM, which will be minus GM into RD. Then we have ACMDM, which will be given by minus of GM divided by 1 plus twice GM RSS into delta RD. So if you're not comfortable with this, please refer AVLSI handout 32.2. There we have explained how we got these formulas. Now, the signal to noise ratio formula will be ADM DM into V in of DM the whole square divided by ACMDM into V in of CM the whole square. So we substitute the values of DM, which is GMRD, okay, into 10 millivolt peak is the value. So 10 millivolt we substituted. Then we have GM getting cancelled, and V in of CM, that is the noise voltage, is 100 millivolt, the whole square. So finally we will get 1 plus SNR will be 1 plus twice GM into RSS the whole square and divided by delta R upon delta RD upon RD the whole square into 1 upon 10 the whole square. Okay, 10 divided by 100 will be 1 upon 10 the whole square. Okay, so here delta RD upon RD value is given as 5%. That accounts to 0.05. So SNR will be 1 plus twice GM RSS the whole square divided by 0.05 the whole square into 1 upon 100. Okay, so that comes out to be 0.05 square into 100. In the numerator, you will get 4. So SNR will be 1 plus twice GM RSS the whole square into 4. We call this equation as 32.3. Now, we know that the transistors are matched. So GM1 will be equal to GM2. That we call it as GM. So that is GM is twice mu and Cox W by L into ID, where ID value will be, let us see. So ISS value is 1 milliampere. So ID1 and ID2 will be similarly equal to 0.5 milliamperes, right? So let's go over here. We substitute 0.5 milliamperes. W by L ratio is 50 divided by 0.5, that is 100. And mu and Cox is 134.225 micro. If you solve this, you will get the value of GM as 3.66 milliampere per volt. Now, since lambda, the length of the NMOS current source is 0.5 micrometer. That will be lambda will be same as 0.1, right? Now, why I'm saying this? Because here the lambda value for M1 and M2 is given. Okay, for MSS transistor is not given. So how do we assume that it's equal to 0.1? See the length of W by L of M1 and M2 is 0.5. So whenever we write 50 upon 0.5, it is 50 micrometer divided by 0.5 micrometer. So length of M1 and M2 is 0.5 micrometer. The length of the transistor replacing the RSS impedance will be also 0.5 micrometer. Since the length of all the transistors are same, the lambda value also will be same. Don't forget that. Okay. So if it was given 50 divided by 1, then the lambda value would have been different for this. But now since the L value is same, channel length is same, the lambda value will be 0.1. So RSS will be equal to 1 upon lambda into ISS. Okay. So RSS value will be 1 divided by 0.1, lambda is 0.1, ISS is 1 milliampere, that will be 10 kilo ohms. So now we have the formula for, value of GM and the value of RSS. We plug in the values, we get the value of SNR as 22,022. So we take 10 log to the base 10 of that value, you will get 43.4 dB. So signal to noise ratio is coming out to be 43.4 dB. Please cross check this answer with the help of calculator, all of y'all. Now next, finally calculate CMRR. So CMRR will be the ratio of ADM-DM divided by ACM-DM. So ADM-DM and ACM-DM formula we already calculated. We already have written earlier. So CMRR will be 1 plus twice GM into RSS divided by delta R upon delta RD upon RD. So delta RD upon RD is 0.05. GM value is given, RSS we found out. So CMRR is coming out to be 1484. So if you want to convert this into dB, you will multiply it with 20 log to the base 10 of this value, 1484. And that will come out to be 63.4 dB. So CMRR in dB is 63.4. Please cross check this answer. If you're getting any different answer than this, please write in the comment section. Okay. So the signal to noise ratio is 43.4 dB. And CMRR is coming out to be 63.4 dB. So that is what we're asking in this numerical, and we have completed that numerical now. Okay, so that's all for AVLSI 32.3 part 3. Next time we will start with a new topic. Okay, so until then, have a good day and thank you.